Hello everyone, my name is Thryss. Welcome to my channel if you are new. So you guys know why you're here. You read the video title. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet, to the point. And then this is the last time I want to talk about this. So I ask that everybody respect that boundary and leave this situation alone. I've made this video a dozen times. I started making it late last night, middle of the night, after everything at Crystal's live happened. But my emotions were really high and raw, and those videos weren't the best. They weren't what I would want to put out. Okay, so please forgive me as I try to remember what has been said and has not been said. I want to be clear that these are my words and only my words. I don't speak for anybody else. So last night, Crystal Bagode had her 1 million celebration giveaway party that she has worked 10 years to be able to have. And it had to end early because somebody swatted her. And there have been a lot of questions as to what swatting means. I know a lot of you may be really unfamiliar with this. Unfortunately, this is something that does happen on social media a lot. It happens a lot in the gaming community. I've seen this happen. It's extremely, extremely dangerous. There is a lot of light coming through. I'm sorry, guys. So what it means is somebody will call the police and tell them pretty vile things in order to get a big police response to the location of the streamer or podcaster or whatever that they're trying to get the police out to. Okay, that's better. And they have to say pretty bad things in order to get a really big response. And I'm not saying anything that hasn't been publicly said. Crystal has given this information. The person called anonymously, of course anonymous, because, you know, they're not going to say their name, then they could get caught. And they said that there were gunshots and stabbings. I'm probably going to get demonetized, I don't care. So the police went to her first home, and of course they don't live there. So they went to the second home in huge numbers. And they showed up there, guns drawn. She has 5 children and dogs. Can you imagine how terrifying this was for her kids? Whoever did this, first of all, is probably enjoying all this attention. But don't worry, this will all blow over and you'll be irrelevant again. I'm mad. I'm still mad. And I'm not going to apologize for what I'm saying, because it's how I feel and I'm not sorry. So, I mean, this is something these kids are going to remember. This is not something they're ever going to forget. Seeing guns drawn on their parents. It isn't just affecting Crystal. It's affecting her whole family. And then there's dogs. Dogs were in the yard. Her dogs are nice dogs. They're not aggressive dogs, but they're still dogs. And this was a crazy event that was going on. That would have been scary and a lot all at once. What if Clark would have went bounding after one of them, barking or something? I think we all know what that outcome would have been. I have watched people get swatted. I have seen videos of it, and people get ripped out of their chairs that they're streaming at, where they just come busting through the door. People have been killed from this. It's not a game. This was dangerous. This was very irresponsible. So when Crystal ended the live, and also when she came back and did a mini live, she had made a couple of remarks. She has since addressed them. I will read her community post to you guys, if you haven't seen it yet. But she made a couple of remarks, and in the heat of a high emotion, and said that it was a male, and that they copy her, they do everything that she does, and a couple of things like that, and that you all know him. And then said, and Thryss, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And I do. I know exactly who she thinks it is. There's nothing wrong with the statements that she made. But there was some unintentional fallout, which is what I'm addressing right now. And she has addressed as well. So, in the vacuum of people not having a name of who this person was, people assumed that she was referring to a male content creator here on YouTube. And when they didn't know a name, people started unsubscribing to all the male crochet YouTubers. I understand that people's hearts were in the right place in not wanting to support somebody who would do such a vile, idiotic thing. But a lot of innocent people were being affected. It takes a lot of time and really hard work to build your spot on this platform, and it can go like that from something like this. I mean, hundreds were being lost in a matter of minutes. And there's only one guilty person, whoever that person may be. The rest of them are innocent bystanders and should not be suffering the consequences of what this person did. So then the response to that was that I needed to say the name of who this was because I know who it is. And I won't. And because I wouldn't, then the response has been, well, you can at least clear names. No, I can't. I can't clear names either. In the process of clearing names, eventually that points a finger to somebody, because it starts, let's give a random number 5 people, okay? I clear the name of this person. Well, that's great. But then it's going to move on to, I need to clear this person. I need to clear this person. Well, this person wants to be cleared too. Eventually that results in last man standing. So by eliminating possibilities, I have still named names. This is not my story to tell, not my monkey, not my circus. It's not my responsibility. And there's also a legal aspect to this. If I name a name, this is an open case. If I name a name, there's defamation and slander that could happen. I'm not opening myself up to that. This person has already had enough of an impact. I'm not letting that happen too. So I started receiving a lot of Facebook messages and emails. Most of them were from a place of love and concern over Crystal, but wanting to know who it was so that they could unsubscribe. But there was a fair amount of people where I was getting threatened. I was just getting threatened to be unsubscribed from, which, fine. If you want to unsubscribe because I won't tell you something that's frankly none of your business, where I would be betraying my friend, then okay. It'll be what it'll be, I guess. But also bodily threats. Threats to my life and my safety and my security and that of my family. That is a wild overreaction to not having information that you want to have. So I understand that emotions were really, really high and everybody was freaked out, but everybody is okay. Nobody is in danger. This is a Crystal specific situation, unfortunately. And I want to read you her community post that I think should clear some things up. And frankly, I feel like a witch hunt was set upon me, and I don't appreciate it because I have enough going on. I mean, I wouldn't appreciate it even if I didn't, but demanding a name, refusing to rest until one is attained, and I know the name, therefore I'm someone to go after. It needs to stop. It needs to end. So I'm going to read you Crystal's community post. I hope this clears things up. She said, "Thanks everyone for joining my celebration live stream. I had so much fun until the end." And you know, that's the other part of this. She worked so hard to get this, to get to here. To have that taken away, which was the point. I don't know. Many police came to my house during my 1 million live, guns drawn and pointing because someone called a false report. It was scary. But please stop unsubbing to male creators. I said I thought I knew who it was and was male. Doesn't mean male creators. She never once said that it was a male creator. Everybody assumed that it was a male creator because she said that everybody would know him and that he copies her and everything like that. I understand how people got there, but she never said it was a male creator. Everybody made that assumption and then started making decisions based off that assumption. Not everybody, the people who were doing it. It's a dangerous game to assume something and then count it as fact and start making decisions based off of it. The cops are handling this now. It's no one you need to unsubscribe to. You might know this person from the YouTube comments section, and you might not. Me assuming everybody would know him was wrong on my part. For safety reasons, I will say no more, but it's no one that anyone needs to worry about. So please stop withdrawing your support from the male content creators. They don't deserve it. They've worked really hard. Most of them, we've all worked really hard to get to the point of where we are. And to lose that based off of an assumption, that's not cool. You won't see me on YouTube for a little while. 10 years of my life, I wanted nothing but to teach crochet and for people to watch my videos. I'm kind and respectful to everyone, and for 7 of the last 10 years, I have suffered the most horrific things imaginable on YouTube. Threats to my children, me, my husband, even threats to my dogs. Stalked by people many times. People I don't know just randomly come to my house. The stuff that has happened is just... as bad as this is, there's equal things and worse things. Nobody should have to deal with that. I love YouTube and I hate it at the same time. I love everyone who's been kind to me. I will always be thankful for all of you and everything you've done for me. You made one of my dreams come true. The Shalom videos are set to auto-release on the 25th, and there will be 2 released on the 30th. Also, goodness gracious. Also, the winners were chosen today legitimately during the live. Please stop sending me screenshots saying you won. I got 16 screenshots of the same giveaway, and they were all different names. It depends on the speed of the internet. Everyone agreed in the beginning that who Thryss said the winner would be the winner no matter what any other person's internet said. Stay safe, everyone. Got to get working on new content for next month. I'll return sometime next month. So that was another part too, is because it showed something different on other people's internet. You know, we've been here, we've done this, we've seen this plenty of times. You guys have seen it on my channel, on Dee's channel. People have to start understanding that there will be different names said. That's why one person is picked, and it's whatever theirs said. It was like salt to the wound that didn't need to happen. But she deserved better than this. She deserved way better than this. She's done so much for us. She's been a great person. She worked really, really hard. This is a monumental moment that most of us will never get. And it was just ripped away. Last night should have been so much fun and amazing. It should have been one of the highlights of her life. If you were there, you saw the happiness on her and Evie and Eric's faces. Just the air was electric with excitement. It was so much fun. And she deserved for it to be that way all the way to the end. I think it's just awful. So here's my 2 cents, and people don't have to agree with me. People were blaming her for people coming after me, and people unsubscribing from the male content creators. I disagree. I teach my kids, somebody can say something to you, but you are the one who is responsible for how you react to it. Regardless of what she said, she is not responsible for the actions of a bunch of adults. It is not her responsibility that people started unsubscribing, people started coming after me, demanding names, starting a witch hunt. She's not responsible for that. So I ask as well that you please go and you support our male content creators here. They deserve it. They've worked really hard. I ask that you respect my boundary and Crystal's boundary, and you leave this situation alone. If and when she wants to update people on everything that has happened, she will. If she chooses not to, she doesn't have to. She doesn't owe that to anybody. This is her story, not ours. Please just move on and leave it alone. So I think it's just really sad that it got to such a bad point that she feels like she has to step away because she loves doing this. And I mean, she will be back, so nobody freak out. She will be back, but let's behave. So I guess that's it. I love you guys, and I will see you guys very soon. So stay safe. Stay safe, but stay weird. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.